Your LUTs look like this, or this, and you don't know what on earth you're doing wrong? Well, things are about to change drastically. So what you just saw is the trailer to my new LUT pack that just came out. And with this LUT pack, I'm running a sale with 25% off of my whole collection on my website using the code XMAS25 at checkout. And that brings us to the topic of today's video. How do we correctly apply a LUT? So what most people like to do when they think LUTs, they go to the color page, they slap on a LUT on node number 1, and then call it a day. But if we take a look at the scopes down in the bottom right hand of your screen, we can see that our highlights are very blown out and our shadows are crushed. So that's definitely not the way we want to go about using a LUT. And if I were to try to dial everything back, hitting Alt and S on my keyboard to create a new serial node, and if I were to go to my highlight slider and try to bring my highlights down, look at just what happens. There's just a straight line with all the information that was there beforehand is just being completely cut off. So there's no way to bring this back. So how do we go about this instead? What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna hit Shift and S to create a serial node beforehand. So I get a serial node before the LUT, and I go to my gain slider and I start to bring back the highlights and look at the scopes. And you can clearly see I can bring back all the information that was clipped before. Then I'm gonna go to my shadows or my lift slider and I'm gonna bring this up so we can bring back some of the crushed blacks. Now dial everything back, something like this, and we have a way more pleasing image right now. But let's just take a look at the skin tones. They are way too oversaturated. So let's go to our curves, go to Hue versus Saturation, and just select the skin tones, and then go to Saturation and just desaturate them a little bit. And now this is way more pleasing. And we can move from there. We can make further adjustments by hitting Alt and S to create another serial node before the LUT. And on this node we can make further adjustments. So let's maybe add some teal to our shadows. Something just like that, and then add some warmth to our gain, something like that, and we have a completely different image now than we had beforehand. So when you want to apply a creative LUT, make sure to apply the creative LUT at the last node or at the first node, and then add some serial nodes before the LUT to do all your adjustments. But before we move on to how to apply the film print emulation LUTs that come with DaVinci Resolve, just give me a quick second to display my new LUT pack on this image without anything done to it at all. This is my teal and orange LUT. This is the golden hour, the clean, the vintage summer, the bleach bypass, and the steel LUT. So they will work with any camera, any picture profile, as long as you convert it to a Rec 709 color workspace. So that means if you shot in log or raw, convert your image to Rec 709 first. If you already shot in Rec 709 or the standard picture profile, those LUTs will work great with any footage. But let's now go to the film print emulation LUTs that come with DaVinci Resolve. So let's go to LUTs and let's go to film looks. So those are all the film print emulation LUTs. And now if I were to apply them just like that, we can see that this is very high contrasty, and if it's too much for you, what most people like to do is they just click on this node and then go to the key section, drag down the key output to reduce the gain, which basically is the opacity slider. But that's totally the wrong way of applying the film print emulation LUTs. So what I want you to do now is reset this node. Let's just create 3 nodes. And let's assume that I did my basic corrections on these nodes. So what I'm gonna do now is go to node number 3, hit Alt and S to create a serial node. And with this serial node, I'm gonna go to Effects and I add a color space transform. And then I wanna choose the output gamma to Cineon film lock. The film print emulation LUTs were designed to work with the output gamma Cineon film lock. So what I'm gonna do now is on node number 4, I have my Cineon film lock, which basically just converts our image back to a flat picture profile. And then I'm gonna hit Alt and S to create a new serial node. I'm gonna go to LUTs, and then I'm applying the codec 2383 D60 LUT. And this looks way better. If you say that this is still too harsh for you, what most people then gonna do is go to the key section and lower the gain on the key output to reduce the opacity. But what this affects is it's not only affecting the LUT, it's also affecting our color space transform. So let's just go back and reset the key output. And what I'm gonna do now is crucial to use the key output right. So go to the node number 4 and 5, highlight both of them, right click and create a new compound node. Now on this compound node, I'm then reducing my key output, and this will just reduce the opacity of the LUT and the intensity overall. So this is the correct way of applying a creative LUT and the film print emulation LUTs that come with DaVinci Resolve. So guys, that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If so, please consider leaving a like and a subscribe if you haven't already, to not miss out on any upcoming content in the future, but also to help me spread out this video to even more people that might be interested in that specific topic. But also don't forget to check out my website, 25% off of your whole order using the code XMAS25 at checkout until January 1st. With that being said guys, hope you all have a great day. See you in the next one. Bye.